some people will be like, Benson, shut up. You're an armchair fan. You live the other side of the world and you brown envelopes from the club. First things first. No, I'm not. This is all just flipping rubbish that people come out with because they've got no legitimate argument to come at and say, like, they disagree with an opinion or whatever. It's just cheap. It's pathetic. Either way, I can come out and say this because I've been paid by Chelsea Football Club at times to work on certain projects. And I can tell you now, there is certain things that you just can't say about Chelsea, specifically painting the club in any kind of negative light. The intentions of painting Chelsea Football Club in the best light possible, even if we're losing on the pitch and even if the owners don't know what they're doing and they're alienating the fan base. That's the truth.
Minerals FC mudded me. I couldn't give a shit about that guy. Just decides to call people out for no reason.
Greetings from Centre Parks, by the way. That's the background. I hope you're all well. This is just ridiculous, though, isn't it?
Are you fucking having me on? Are you joking me right now? That's how deep that. This is how far they reach. Let me smoke that for you, Siri Merchant. Yeah. Let me smoke that for you, Ted Lasso-Bowley. Yeah. You think you can fool us? You're a long way from Starbucks, mate. Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Let's have it right.
So a lot of players are directly texting, or I'm testing them too sometimes, to ask information. Or sometimes they tell me, please, can you say something about me because I want to leave the club? So yes, it's happening. And it's something strange. It feels still strange to me, but sometimes also big names are texting and they want to receive information or share information. So this is the new era of the transfer market, probably.
Have it right, up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC, big up to every single one of you live and locked in. Hope everyone is doing well winning life. First and foremost, I want you all to smash to pieces that like button. If you haven't smashed it, smash it right now. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, make sure you do so. We've got the notification bell, ding dong, let's have it right so you know when we go live. And we've got the Minerals FC Ultras membership, which is down below in the description. Salute to all the Minerals FC Ultras. Salute to our Chelsea old boys. We see things they'll never see. And salute to the no surrender mentality. Big up everyone in my chat. I want you to make sure you get in the chat, land your minerals, and salute to everyone, literally everyone. And pinned at the top of the live chat is the video I put out earlier. And I suggest everyone goes and watches it if you haven't already. Now, I do have a little suspicion, a little inkling that the channel is being attacked at the moment. So if you are subscribing and you're new, do us a favor, go and check that you are still subscribed. Because as we know, they like to unsubscribe subscribers. So do us a favor, go and have a little butchers and see if that is the case. So have it right. Salute to everyone in here. Tonight we're gonna expose individuals tonight. But before we get into that, I want to announce tomorrow night, Chelsea supporters and West Ham supporters are uniting to protest with the hashtag Stop Exploiting Loyalty. Let's have it right. And that has come, well, let's have it right. A lot of clubs have had enough. A lot of supporters have had enough at other clubs. But as you know, myself, Eunice, we exposed Vivid Seats. We exposed Bowley sitting as a board member on Vivid Seats, taking tickets, having first dibs, and taking tickets, putting them for sale before they've even gone on public sale at Chelsea Football Club for all season ticket holders and members. Let's have it right. So because of that, I expect that we get attacked on this channel, but it doesn't matter. Do you know why it doesn't matter? Because supporters are waking up. And there's a protest that is being vouched for and sponsored by the Chelsea Supporters Trust tomorrow night outside the Britannia Gate, the entrance, and Konakai restaurant at 6:30 p.m. sharp as a Sweeney Todd razor. And voices will be made with both sets of supporters. Have it right. Trust the protest. And for me, as always, win, lose or draw, it's Egboli out. Blue Co, Clear Lake out. And all their minions and all their layer cake of yes men out. The entire lot. This has never happened. Chelsea supporters and West Ham supporters teaming up. It's what it's come to for a cause to save football. Now, we save football, Chelsea Football Club save football with the Super League protest, and we're going to save it again. Let's have it right. So salute to all the Chelsea, yeah? You make sure you're there. Even if you're not going to the game, make sure you attend. We need as many supporters to stand up and protest. And know that the Chelsea Supporters Trust are there. Know that they are voicing their opinion. Because no one knew what was going on with the ticketing until we landed it and it got out. So no matter what they want to do and attack my channel for speaking the truth, it don't matter. It's out. The cat's out the bag. We pulled the rabbit out of the hat. And we're not doing a fatal attraction rabbit. Oh, yeah, we are. We are. We're doing that fatal attraction, Michael Douglas, Glenn Close, rabbit soup. Yeah? Let's have it right. So make sure everyone's feasting. Yeah? Because I tell you what, these clowns are wetting themselves. They're scared. They're worried. That's why they brought up all the PR about relocating to Earl's Court when Earl's Court confirmed that it's not possible. With also the reports that they're saying that they want to relocate to Earl's Court with the help of the UK government. Why does that not surprise us? The UK government helping these clowns? Of course they will. They help them get power at Chelsea to be owners. This consortium, this fugazi of a consortium. That's why they re-trademarked the name, the Chelsea and Chelsea, the logo with LDN standing for London abbreviated underneath the logo that they're going to use next season. So that if they do want to relocate, Chelsea Supporters Trust, what are you going to moan about? CPO, what can you do? They're going to say, we're not going to touch the pitch. The pitch is going to stay there, but we're going to knock everything around it down. And we're going to rebuild it as we want. Let's have it right. Do we want to allow it to get that position? Do us supporters want to allow them to get to that position? I don't. So I think everyone needs to learn their minerals. Everyone needs to play their role at games, chant Roman Abramovich, be at the protest, and this is a start of something great. To make Chelsea great again, to make us the most elite club as we were under Don Roman, because these lot have sabotaged that. And we need to all together, collectively, unite as a fan base and land the damn minerals and save Chelsea Football Club and save football. Literally save football. That's what we have to do. Because 1958 and Manchester United supporters are ready to go. West Ham are ready to go. Funny enough, I think most clubs with American owners want to go. Name me one American owner that's loved. That's chanted. Everyone bigs up. There ain't one. There's a reason for it. So they're not interested in football. It's not their culture. It's not their heritage. They just come in here, try and monopolise the Premier League, turn it into some moneyball NFL and make money. That's it. Pound note merchants. These lot we got are even worse. They're equity merchants, venture capitalists, hedge fund merchants. Want to instill a kindergarten FC model. Why? To flip players like burgers in Burger King for profit. Not to win, not to dominate, to be sustainable, they say. Sustainable how? Financially, of course. Be sustainable financially, profit-wise. But not sustainable in winning, Roman had us sustainable winning trophies and financially. Don't you dare give me this agenda on Roman, yeah? Don't you dare feed any more agenda on Don Roman, yeah? All right? Blaming him for PSR. Are you having me on? He left our club 1.5 billion debt-free. Name me another club that's debt-free. And you lot still managed to mess that up. Why? I'm going to get into it. So everyone, smash the like button. I want every single one of you. It's very important that you hit the like button to push the stream out, to push the truth, and we are going to land the damn minerals. I promise you. I don't let you down. I will always speak with my heart, my love for Chelsea, and with the truth. So, somehow, Nottingham Forest smashed Brighton 7-0 yesterday. They took it personally with the Bournemouth result. They did, indeed, yeah. But let's have it right. Brighton is the model we're copying. That model got obliterated by Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest that had deductions, they spent money. They didn't spend 1.5 billion in the shortest space of time on so-called superstar young talents and breaking transfer fee records. Did they? Did Nottingham Forest do that? No. So how are they sitting third in the table? How are they 7 points above us? What about Arsenal today? Demolishing Man City. The Man City that we only played last weekend and got spanked 2-0. The worst Man City team we've seen in their Pep era beat us 2-0 and Arsenal are spanking them 5-1. What does that tell you about where we are as a team? Why are we going in the market again? Paulstein said to us, after the 4th transfer window, you can judge the ownership, the project, and it will all come together. We're now into the 6th transfer window, trying to sell players, not even get any players in of any elite level, of any world-class level and experience. And we're still going in the market. They're selling players like Viega. They want to sell Felix, Wedding Hall, after they signed him 6 months ago. They're exiling anything Cobham, any players that they bought under their ownership who are on high wages they want to flog off. It's all about 150 grand a week wage cap. Is this how you run a football club, yeah? Is this what the trust the process is it? We're in phase 3 under this model and these clowns, and we're supposed to what? Try and get top 4. When the manager comes out and says, "Oh, next year we're going to try and get top 4." The owner. I haven't heard anything from the owners about getting top 4. Get out of it. Get in the bin. Have a day off. How about that? What's this dead mentality? This ain't mentality. This ain't elite levels. This is mid mentality. Like Blueco 22 Midco Limited. Like Brighton. Mid. Yet we're not even doing what Brighton do, buying players that you never heard of, advertising them, and then actually selling them for a profit. We're going to Brighton to shop and buy these players. Cucurella, Casado. We tried to get Ivan Ferguson, but even maybe he rejected us because he's gone to West Ham with Jellyfish Potter, who we're playing tomorrow night. We got Tell from Bayern Munich, who's rejecting us. A young kid, unproven at Bayern Munich, surplus to requirements, is rejecting Chelsea Football Club. We're now getting rejected not only by elite players, not even that they go with elite players, but by young kids now. What an embarrassment this is. What an outright embarrassment. We trust winning trophies. That's our success. That's what you measure success by. Trophies. Not lowering the wage structure. Not profits. Not generating an income of a 60,000 capacity when you've got a 41,000 capacity. Not a trust the process. Not a we're here for the long haul. We don't measure success by that. That's buying time. buying time to implement your Fugazi project that is destroying our football club. Has destroyed it, actually. He's already done it. He's already done it. Roman Abramovich, 18 years, 21 trophies, spent 2.2 billion over 18 years, made us the most feared and dominant club, biggest in London, 2 Champions Leagues, 2 Europa Leagues, Super Cup, Club World Cup, Premier League titles, FA Cups, all the trophies, bro. He won the lot. Did he ever say trust the process? Did he ever say don't worry this year, we'll go next year and get top 4 just for top 4? Are you having me on? Did he go and buy and implement a kindergarten FC model? No, he went and built Cobham Academy for that. Didn't use it for the first team. We buy elite players for the first team because he's got intent to win. It's an absolute joke. It's a joke. We lost to Ipswich 2-0. Fulham haven't beaten us in 45 years at the Bridge, beat us. Ipswich haven't won one home game for 22 years, beat us 2-0. We go to City, a dead man City, and they beat us 2-0. 2-1. Sorry, 2-1. These lot are trying to ship out players left, right and centre, which we'll talk about. But what I want to discuss, what I want to land, yeah, is someone's come out today, spilt the beans. Oh, yes, Heinz beans. Spilt the beans. They're all over the gaff. So we're going to talk about this now. This individual is season ticket holder for what, 25 years. Was part of an engagement group with many of the big platforms and Twitter accounts that we mud on a daily. Intel, scripts, narratives. Let's have it right. So what we're going to do is we're going to read from the tweet, and the tweet has got screenshots of a DM. And this DM is not just by some journalist, someone who knows someone in the club. This is from a board of directors at Chelsea Football Club. Now, if this supporter just reached out, the way I look at it, don't they normally write a letter? Do they DM now? Is that the going rate? And what's been DM'd, bruv? So let's read it. Let's read the DM. This is from Daniel Finkelstein. And before we read it, let's read where and what Daniel Finkelstein is, shall we? He's a chair of the Chelsea Foundation. Lord Daniel Finkelstein, OBE, was appointed to the House of Lords in 2013 as a leading columnist for The Times. He says a brown envelope. He was named Political Commentator of the Year at the Editorial Intelligence Comment Awards in 2010, 2011 and 2013. He has been a Chelsea fan for over 50 years and was appointed to the Board of Directors in 2022 under Clownlake. Chelsea supporter for 50 years, they say. 50 years, Chelsea supporter. So, he obviously felt like he needed to go out of his way and DM someone. And this is what he said. However, I hope I can persuade you not to be so negative about the owners. Opening line. Don't be negative about the owners. So if a supporter is voicing their opinion, and by the way, this supporter got exiled from the engagement group. Engagement groups with Goldfish, Pies and Mash, Con, Chelsea Dodgers, all, you name them all, yeah? All these usual accounts, blue tick accounts, they're all in the pocket. Don't be negative on the owners. Why is it deemed to be negative when you speak your mind, how you feel, and ultimately speak the truth? Why is it deemed negative? It's negative to you lot because you don't like what's being said. Who's been negative? Because all I've seen is toxic positivity for the last 2.5 years. Oh, yeah, of course, I'm negative, aren't I? Yeah. He says it's not a coincidence we've responded to you properly under the new owners. They put a lot more emphasis on fan engagement and responsiveness of this kind. And it's one of the things I was asked to do. Well, you're another yes man. They're very focused on fan engagement, aren't they? And responsiveness of this kind. Why is that? Because they've been, ever since they walked through the door, manipulate all the supporters, brainwashing them with this Fugazi project and intent to win with a Kindergarten FC project, an unproven model in the history of football. Feeding the agenda on Roman and trying to get every supporter on side so to allow them to implement this nonsense that they're doing. Fan engagement, well, let's say it as it is. You called us customers. Is that how you treat fan engagement, is it? You call us customers. What about engaging with the fans? What about Meatloaf Bowley and Egbali and Feliciano? Come in speaking to the fans directly, or they're going to send the fan advisory board that they set up. Or they're going to send you, Daniel Finkelstein. You lot don't give a shit. As long as there's no heat on you lot, as long as there's no noise and there's no negativity. He says, so you just can't separate that out from the rest of their record. The owners have spent a fortune on some of the best talent in the world. What best talent? What best talent? Because all I'm seeing is players getting shipped in and shipped out. 50 Cent, bring them in, bring them out. Bring them in, bring them out. He says they've been incredibly ambitious. The purchase of Esteval, Willian and Pires in particular. But this is a club unwilling to settle. Unwilling to settle. Settle for what? Mediocrity. Are you unwilling to settle for true ambition? So you just want to keep buying children? You're going to promote Esteval, Willian and Pires. Pires, who's meant to be going on loan to Strasbourg all of a sudden when you promised him first team minutes. Esteval, Willian, who's a number 10 and a right winger. Where's he going to play? We've got Neto and Sancho. We've got Cole Palmer. It was always going to be difficult after the sanctions, and at a time when there were newly enforced rules, making our old wage bill unaffordable. Change was essential. The old way just couldn't be maintained. What old way? What, the old way, like every other club right now, still paying 300 grand a week to players? Like Arsenal bought Rice and Havertz and paying them 300 grand a week. What, is that the old way, or am I missing something? They can do it, but we can't. Roman was doing it, but now we can't. He says the old way just couldn't be maintained. We had one of the oldest squads in the league at one of the highest wage bills, and the revenue wasn't there to pay for it. So hold on a minute. Let me get this right, yeah? We had the oldest team, yeah? How is that? How have we got the oldest team? Havertz was 21. Mount was 21, 22. James, 21. Trev Chalobah, what's he in, early 20s? We had Tammy Abraham as well. So old, like Kovacic, that we called it. You called him Deadwood, so shipped into Man City, and he's still playing for Man City. Do you mean that old Deadwood? Yeah. Do you think Roman, Daniel, mate? Do you think Roman cared about high wage structure? If we were struggling that much, why didn't he go and pay Lukaku 440 grand a week and sign him for 100 million if we were that much in PSR danger? Oh, by the way, after winning the Champions League, that team that was aging, yeah. And after that, we won the Club World Cup and Super Cup. And that team that was aging went and got top 4 all the way through, even under Lampard, with a transfer ban and Udinese and Hazard. Bringing through Cobham Youth. What is this for Fugazi? What's all these excuses? You're deluded, son. He said one option, of course, was just to let Chelsea crumble and buy second raters gradually. What second raters? Why are buying older players that are experienced second raters? Well, you've gutted that all out now, so clearly you don't rate experience. You've got no intent to bring in experience. We've seen that firsthand. And Chelsea were going to crumble. How are we going to crumble? How are we crumbling under Roman Abramovich? And this guy's meant to be a Chelsea supporter for 50 years. 50 years as a Chelsea supporter, now as a board member, is trying to hype up a model and what these owners are doing, knowing the history of Chelsea, knowing the success rate of Roman Abramovich and how he went about business. Knowing what an elite team is and backing this. What an outright yes man. Yes man, bruv. Instead, we have taken a risk, but done something I think will make us competitive. Oh, you think it will make you competitive? Not what Roman didn't make us competitive, but you think this will make us competitive and you want to take risks with your so-called club that you love and you're a board of directors. No, you're just part of the layer cake. Yes, man, tax. Trying to manipulate supporters and engagement groups. A risk, yeah? We're going to take risks now. How about spending 1.5 billion on majority of dross, unproven players, still not got Champions League, still not won a trophy of any major magnitude and importance and respect. Still building, still spending money. And you're probably one of the melts, yeah, that were feeding, well, you're from the Times, innit, originally, feeding this whole campaign against Roman that he left us in PSR danger. But he left us 1.5 billion debt free. These clans couldn't wait quick enough to spend 1.5 billion. Why? Because the 1 billion mark allows the Glazer clause to exist no more. Then they can start extracting and robbing the real estate, the 2 hotels, the car park land, Cobham training ground, buy some property, real estate, you name it. You're fully aware, my son. You see, this one's another one that's fully aware of what's going on behind the scenes, and he's begging supporters not to be negative. Don't talk negative. He says one option, of course, was just to let Chelsea crumble. We weren't crumbling, bruv. We were competing. We were winning Champions League, Super Cup, Club World Cup. What we waffling here? He says every team goes through a rebuilding process at some point. United are behind ours. United have been in a rebuild for the last 12 years. They were behind us before these clowns took over. We were above Arsenal, Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth, Newcastle's, Aston Villa's. We're above them all before these clowns took over. He says, but look at Liverpool's league record. It took Fenway years after taking over to bring the club back. For years, they were out of the Champions. How were they out of the Champions League? They were playing plenty of Champions League games. They just only won one league title in 30 years, and we're going to propaganda that. One league title in 30 years, like Meatloaf Bowley with the Dodgers, celebrating one World Series in 10 years. That's the American mentality, isn't it? Oh, we've won one major honour. That's it. Job done. Thank you very much. No. Spending all that money. He says, and they only won one League Cup, and Arsenal took 5 years even to get back to fifth. Arsenal went with the model you lot are implementing. Young kids, build up, take your time, implemented, introduced, invented, trust the process, and top four as a trophy. So that's where we're heading, mate. It's exactly where we're heading right now. And you're propaganda in this. Of course you are. You're bought. He says, we are rebounding quicker, in my view. What view's that, my son? How are we rebuilding quicker and rebounding? How? Please demonstrate that. Six transfer windows in, you haven't built us a world-class elite spine. We haven't got a world-class goalkeeper or any goalkeeper of a top level. No top level, elite level centre-back. No top level, elite level midfielder. No top level, elite level striker. So what are we rebounding here? What are we building, bruv? Because you lot have been using all these YouTube accounts and blue tick accounts, using that Gorilla Glue to pave over all the cracks and the flaws and the fugazis in this project. And exactly what your true intentions are at this football club. So while I totally agree, he says, that fans can express a view and you are right to urge us on and be impatient, you should think, hold on a minute, be impatient. We're in phase 3, my son. Phase 3 of this project. We spent 1.5 billion. How much more patience do you want? We've gone through 3 managers. You've gutted out everything Roman's built. You've gutted out all DNA, all winning mentality, and Arsenal trust the process mentality, where still they're in phase 5 and they won nothing. Why have we got to be patient? For what? For you to make money so your bank accounts get larger and larger and you fat cats get fatter? This guy's what? A lord. His name's Lord Daniel Finkelstein. You're from Lord of the Rings or something, bruv. And those pound notes are your precious. You're paid to do what you're told to do, whether you're a board director or not, a board member. You're a fucking disgrace. You're an outright disgrace. But you'll do as you're told and try and tempt supporters. What benefits are we throwing out these days? I'd love to ask the question, what benefits are we throwing out? Because we all know benefits get thrown about. He says, so while I totally agree that fans can express a view and you are right to urge us on and be impatient, you shouldn't think that being negative has no effect. It is your right, but it literally and measurably makes the team play worse. How does it play worse? Shall I tell you what makes the team play worse? Yeah. A yes man model, a dictatorship model, changing the team every transfer window so no players can get used to each other, that there's no connection built with the supporters, not building an elite spine, not building an elite football team, not backing a manager and having yes men come through the door, in and out, in and out. Yeah? That's what makes the team play worse. Instability. That every player's for sale. There is no sentiment, there's no loyalty, there's no love towards what they are doing at this football club. And you're meant to be, I'll say it again, a Chelsea supporter. No, you were an ex-journalist and you're a vampire. And you're hiding behind the so-called Chelsea supporter to make the owners look like they got a Chelsea supporter in the boardroom, when ultimately we got Spursy in there, we got Arsenal in there, we got all rival clubs from all over the shop behind the scenes. And everything actually Chelsea, like Neil Bath from the academy, been gutted out. The groundsman and his son, gutted out. The tea lady, the medical team, gutted out. How is that beneficial? And you want to talk about negativity with the supporters voicing their opinion? Get out of here, bruv. Get in the bin. Yeah, you're a waffle merchant, mate. Yeah, who believes this nonsense? Yeah. He says it will make the team play worse, which isn't what any supporter wants. He says, I don't expect to achieve total success with this message, but I'd feel happy if you gave us at least a bit more of a chance. How much time do you want? Do you want time to keep making profit? You want time using all the journalists and all these accounts? You're not getting time because tomorrow there's a protest. And tomorrow, Chelsea supporters are absolutely disgraced by Meatloaf Bowley, your owner, that owns you, pays you, is on a board of directors for Vivid Seats, robbing every chance of every true supporter to get tickets, every member, every season ticket holder to get away tickets. And meanwhile, all the tickets are available, even when they're not released by the club yet, and for 300+% profit. So what are we being patient for? For you lot to make money? For you lot to try and squeeze the Chelsea Supporters Trust to keep them at bay? To squeeze the CPO, who you are seeing as a cock block because you can't do what you want to do? You're a fugazi of a Chelsea supporter. You're a disgrace. And I want to ask Con, Goldberg, Chelsea Dodgers, Tom Overs, Pies and Mash, CFC Daily, are you retweeting that? Are you going to retweet this tweet of a board of directors messaging someone you know full and well was in your engagement group? Are you going to expose and show this board of director engaging on DMs? Like we've got Goldberg messaging the owner, one of the owners, messaging Kerry Eamon Stanley, Stuart Little. What is the state of this? The shambolic state of Chelsea Football Club. No elite owners with intent would even entertain it. But as Daniel Finkelstein stated, they are focused on fan engagement. So I ask every single one of you accounts that I've just named here, if you ain't retweeting this, you're bought. You're outright bought. Because everyone needs to see how this board are moving. Everyone needs to see that speaking your mind is deemed as negative. Talking the truth is negative. So go and retweet, my little ones, and show that you're not bought. And let's see what you're about. Yeah? Because it's out now. Everything's out. And do you know what's funny? I'm the only one with the fucking minerals to land it. Everything I land and everything I do on this channel, mate, you ain't gonna do it. Because truly, do you love Chelsea Football Club or do you love the benefits, the status, the gig, the relevance? What do you love? You're all snakes and ladder merchants. That, what he's written, is the biggest load of waffle I've read in my life. And they are on their knees begging for no protest. They're on their knees begging for not bad public image. They don't want that public image in a negative light. Well, let's have it right. It's coming tomorrow. And there's nothing you can do about it. And why don't you ask the owners to communicate instead of having them sitting on their business, hedge fund, equity fund conferences and interviews saying it's exactly as we drew it up. Be patient, guys. Yeah, we're going to do a beachhead streamline, Moldy Club, copy Red Bull, look at Brighton. It's more important to build business value than win or lose on the field. Yeah, that's what we hear. And they talk indirectly to the supporters because they don't acknowledge us, because they don't want to acknowledge us, but yet you want to spiel that they've got fan engagement as their priority forefront. So someone explain to me why we are looking a day before transfer deadline, all right, not for an elite striker, not for an elite centre-back, not to replace this Dross goalkeeper that was Brighton's third choice goalkeeper, who's our number one. And we're now looking at a young'un from Man City to pin it on Joe Shields, who's been promoted to director role, by the way. Why are we looking at that? Where's the elite players? Where's the true intent? I don't want more kids. If he's so fucking good, why is he not playing for Man City? Pep's got an injury crisis. Why is he not playing this kid you're looking at? Opportunists, equity merchants, profit vultures. No more kids. Enough. Every one of you in the board, every one of you owners, every one of you that are blue tick accounts, every one of you YouTube platforms that ain't saying it as it is, you're a fucking disgrace. And the funny thing is, you've got nowhere to hide now because Chelsea supporters are making a stand. They've had enough. Why are you looking to sell Felix after 6 months? And you only will take an obligation loan or a sale after 6 months. Why are you selling Nkunku? What for? Is he not better than Jackson? Where's our backup in the midfield? We've got no Lavia. We've got injuries galore. Why are you not buying a Gyökeres, an Osimhen that you had the opportunity to buy? Ask Daniel Finksteen, why didn't you buy Osimhen? Because you didn't want to pay over 150 grand a week to be sustainable. That ain't a trophy. There's no intent. Do you know how far behind we are? Even Man City. We're behind Villa. Villa are showing more intent. They just loaned out Incensio. They're buying Rashford. And they want to get João Felix. And what are we doing? Buying kids from Man City, looking at Delaps from Ipswich, looking at Ferguson's to be sustainable for monetary reasons, not footballing reasons. We're here to build a super youth team for the long project and overtake because everyone's going to decline. Who's declining, mate? Arsenal are one strike away from competing for years. Liverpool already landing it with slot machine in phase one. Nuno and Nottingham Forest look like they're going to get Champions League football with Chris Wood up front. Their scouting looks pretty decent. Are you going to go Nottingham Forest shopping players? They won't even want to leave Nottingham Forest because they're playing in the Champions League. You got kids rejecting you. You got elite players rejecting you. You got rejected by fucking Duran, who rather play in Saudi League than come to Chelsea Football Club. The state of the game right now is mad because what they are trying to do with fan engagement is take over the fan base. And the whole point of Vivid Seats is to bring in non-match going fans. And I'm talking about proper Chelsea, home away Europe supporters, season ticket holders. They want to filter them out. They want to stop them going away games. They want the voices muted. They want the middle class Chelsea supporter that just goes in, pays for his ticket, doesn't buy drinks, Singer beer shit. Shout out Nick Smith. Singer beer should be out of this football club. I mean, how is it still being served? It's disgusting. The food's a joke. But don't worry, we're going to charge astronomical price. The sport won't pay for that. No, sir. Do you know what? When you go on the virtual room, the only tickets left available are hospitality tickets or Westview tickets that are £300, £400 a ticket. Who's paying that? What match going fan wants to pay that? But your hospitality suites on your Vivid seats, they gain all these rich supporters that are prawn eating sandwich merchants. That will go there, have a day out, film themselves, do a few pictures, selfies, pay astronomical money, and then fuck off home. It's a disgrace. It's exploitation. And this is what they do in America. And they're trying to bring this America model and culture to the English game. They are ruining the English game. And that's why rivalry, tribalism, it's all gone soft. Supporters have gone soft. It's a dying breed now. And it's come to the extent where it's so bad that we got West Ham and Chelsea supporters uniting. Of all fan bases, for them to unite, if you know your history between the two. So I'm going to reiterate, everyone that hasn't even got a ticket, make sure you're there tomorrow night, however long it is, and land it. These clowns are trying to monopolise the game. They're here to trial and error on our football club. They're experimenting on our football club. They're here to try and revolutionise English football. That is what they've come in to do. They are industry plants like everyone else that they put underneath them. Industry plants like a goldfish to control all the minions. You see, this guy that leaked the tweet of Daniel Finkelstein was building his account. They want to build his account, give him an intel, putting him in the engagement groups to build as many platforms as possible to push their narrative. That's the forefront, to manipulate the supporters, to stop people like me speaking, to override people like me that call it out. Well, you can't do that because we've got the proper Chelsea behind us. We've got the no surrender mentality behind us. We've got old school Chelsea behind us here. Yeah? And I told you all, and we warned you, don't fuck around with the supporters. You're insulting them. You're taking the piss. You're exploiting them. You're mugging them off. And there's plenty of them generals out there that are not going to have it no more. They've been patient enough. And we are now patiently waiting for you lot to fuck off. And I think the best thing for you lot to do is leave our football club and sell it. And you'll still make your profit. You can still make your profit. So have it right. Who spends 1.5 billion and doesn't even challenge for the title? Who has to still go in the market to rectify what they're doing? Do you know they tell us that he's telling us to be patient, right, and not be negative, right? It's hilarious to me. Because even after 1.5 billion, we're in need of a rebuild. You've exiled Chilwell and loaning him because he's on 200 grand a week, not because he's not good enough and he can't play in America's style of football. Why'd you bring back Trev, you melts? You can't even back and sponsor the PR that you briefed to put out because it backfires on you. Listen to that, Stevie G. I got a 10-year ban from Chelsea for having a row with a West Ham, but I will hold my hand out for a dual protest. Everyone has to put their rivalry aside for the better cause and for the benefit of our clubs and for football as a whole. This is how deep it is now. That these clowns have literally chewed up everything at Chelsea and spat it out. They've chewed up our mentality and standards. They are eating away at our heritage and abusing it to implement this Fugazi project, bruv. Everyone at the protest, get your phones out, record, put it all over Twitter, put it on Instagram, put it viral, let's have it right. And let's let these clowns know what they're dealing with. Because I don't think they really know. They've held on for this long to stop anything like this happening. But now they got caught out. And I told them, don't mess with me. I will always expose them. I will always expose them. Because Chelsea needs to be back where it belongs and we need to reclaim our football club. This is bigger than just talking football, mate. All you other channels talking just football and talking players and signings is bigger than that. This is a bigger picture. And I've been telling you all, yeah, if you don't man up and don't fight and understand the severity of what's going on at Chelsea, then forget about it. Stop moaning about managers. Stop moaning about directors. Stop moaning about players. It's gone beyond that. Let's have it right. Salute to Adam Rated. He's gifted 5 Minerals FC Ultra memberships. How many is he get? Big Geezer, how many are you gifting, bruv? My geezer. Minerals FC, man, we've got to take over. Let's have it right. Salute to you, Adam. My geezer, ultra bruv. United Vlogs in here. He says, the Glazers have killed my club since 2005. I'll be at the bridge Monday night to show my support. Let's get these owners out. Big up Minerals FC. Salute to you, United Vlogs. We got a United supporter willing to come to the bridge tomorrow night and protest and stand up for the exploitation of loyalty. The exploitation of our football clubs. The milking of our football clubs. This is what my channel is about. We unite everyone together. We unite rivals. Let's have it right. So let's run through the latest PR waffle, yeah? Fabrizio Romano says Tottenham are now pushing to agree a deal on Disasi deal with Chelsea as negotiations are ongoing today. As reported 2 days ago, Spurs want two centre backs after Aston Villa agreed terms with Disasi, but not with Chelsea so far. They're using Fabrizio Romano to use Spurs to get Aston Villa to up their bid, because these clowns are desperate for a pound note of a player that they signed and told us we're building for the future with, vouched by Winstanley and Stuart Little, because they bought him from Monaco. We are selling them Aston Villa to what? Strengthen a rival. Are we even strengthening a rival with Disasi? He's mid. I'm surprised they want him. But he wants to go to Villa. Chelsea keep working on new midfielder. This is via Fabrizio Romano, with inquiry made to Man City for 2005 born midfielder Nico O'Reilly. City don't want to lose future control on the player. Not an easy deal. They want a buy on sell on clause. But we're looking for another kindergarten. Yeah? Another kid. Chelsea all of a sudden, from trying to sell Chukwuemeka, and let's have it right, Matt Law came out on the podcast, said, Chukwuemeka for sale, Disasi for sale, Nkunku for sale, Felix for sale, Wedding Hall for sale, Chukwuemeka for sale. But all of a sudden, he's come out and said Chelsea trust Chukwuemeka for the future. Because they rejected a loan from Dortmund, they don't want loans. They rejected a loan for João Felix, they don't want loans. They rejected a loan for Nkunku, they don't want loans. Why? Because they're desperate for the pound note. Because without it, they can't go in the market and buy players that they want to buy. And when they want to buy players, they only want to buy kids. Matt Law is infiltrating the American fan base. Yes, he goes on that podcast where the geezers blocked me on that as well. In fact, they both blocked me. I wonder why. Because I call out their bullshit. Yeah? I call out their bullshit. He's there to spout. Like Matt Law spouted, if we don't get Champions League and we only win a Conference League, yeah, well, there's not going to be blame on the directors. There's not going to be blame on anyone in the hierarchy. It's going to go to the manager's head. Of course it is. He's the fall guy. Enzo Maresca. You brought us a championship manager who couldn't even beat Man City in the mud. We couldn't beat a Man United in the gutter when we played them with Ruud van Nistelrooy in the dugout in an absolute state. We couldn't beat Arsenal out of form. We couldn't beat Ipswich, who are near bottom of the table. We couldn't beat Fulham, who've never beaten us at Stamford Bridge for 45 years. We couldn't beat Bournemouth. We couldn't beat Crystal Palace. We couldn't beat Nottingham Forest at home when they had 10 men. London is Blue podcast. Yeah, is it? Is it? You're not acting like London is blue. Who made London blue? Shall we ask that question to these platforms? Who made London blue? Or these journalists that are brown-nosing, propagandaing this ownership and their project? They all know the state of this project. They all know what it's about. And yet they've been feeding it all this time, manipulating. And all these platforms manipulating everyone into buying into this project. A project that has never been proven in the history of football. And people expect me to go, don't take it seriously. It's not that deep. It's not that deep, you know. It's not that serious. Yeah, it fucking well is. Yes, it is. Because they've ransacked and taken everything out of this football club. They're vultures, mate. They've bloodsucked everything. It's a rattle job. We're in dire need of experience. We're in dire need to try and get top four and compete. And we need improvement. Upgrades. He's not feeding the fan base. Look at us. We've upgraded on Man. We've upgraded on Havertz. We've upgraded on Thiago Silva. We've upgraded on fucking Mendy and Kepa. We've upgraded on Chilwell. We've upgraded on Reece James and Gusto. We've upgraded on Kovacic and Jorginho. We've upgraded everywhere. Are you having me on? Everything they've done is a downgrade. Everything in this football club's a downgrade. And now we need upgrades and improvement, and you're bringing backups and more kids. What intent is this? This is not intent. This is sabotage. This is self-destruction. And they're making money. And they're profiting off our football club. It's outrageous. And you sacked our elite gaffer in Thomas Tuchel. He said, I want to build a team that everybody fears. Never got a chance to build that team. And he still won the Champions League, Super Cup, Club World Cup in 13 months. How about that for a trust the process? Give it some time. Get out of here, bruv. Salute Stevie G, bruv. Heritage. Chelsea royalty. It says Minnals FC banner time. Let's do a GoFundMe. Yeah, sweet. Someone set up a fund. We'll all donate and we'll get a banner made. Let's have it right. And it's definitely going to say no surrender on there. Let's have it right. And it definitely have 2 stars on there. Let's have it right. Yeah? We got a game tomorrow night. It's another must-win game against West Ham. Yeah? And you got this pies and mash little melt who was still in nappies when Chelsea were landing it. Yeah, knowing what true Chelsea is. Going, oh, if we win tomorrow, we go a point ahead of Newcastle and we go for top 4. Oh, great. Wait, do you want to have a nosh? Do you want to nosh off? The state of you blue ticks, you look like Lily Phillips, a glazed donut, bruv, walking down fucking Fulham Road. That's what you look like. Kings Road, glazed donut. Who wants to go near it? Oh, the owners do. Oh, they'll lap it up. They'll lap that up. These owners and everyone with them are here to monopolize European football. Remember when Bowley came in, he said he spoke about the pyramid. Did everyone remember that? How they want to create another league where there's no relegation, same as NFL, NBA, and bring it to European football to generate more income. That's what they want. That's what they're here to do. That's why they want to get 14 clubs into the Premier League. We have to stop that. I want these. I'll do whatever it takes to get these clowns out. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll do whatever it takes. I want them out. I want these clowns out. Everyone smash that like button. Everyone smash that like button. And I'm going to put the tweet up here, and I need you all to retweet this. Go to this account and retweet. That's it. He wanted an all-stars game. Bowley wanted an all-stars game. Fuck off. Milking our club for pound note on Vivid Seats. Making out there's a civil war at Chelsea. Yeah? Allowing this Tweedledee and Tweedledum equity hedge fund merchants to implement an AI scouting, data-driven, mid-model of super youth team. Ain't even super, bruv. It's mid. Protesters show minerals for our club tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. outside Kona Kai Bar, opposite West Stand. Let's have it right. Yeah? Be there. Everyone be there. You got any stickers about? Bring them along. You got stickers, you got banners, you got whatever you want. Bring it along. Bring it along. Like I say, Chelsea Supporters Trust decided to land some fucking minerals now. And it's much needed, bruv. It's absolutely necessary. Yeah? It's absolutely necessary. So everyone, you've seen it. It's clipped on here. Go and retweet. Go and show your support. Yeah? Let's have it right. Go and show your support because it's necessary. Now, Chukwuemeka is set to fly to Dortmund tonight. Confidence between parties on a loan deal. All they can get is loan deals for players that they bought. And they'll still make money. And they'll put sell-on clauses within these contracts. They're that desperate. And what was all the PR of Chukwuemeka? I thought Enzo Maresca liked him. Is that true, Tommy Corn? Chelsea fan car selling Clear Lake and Obvious Errors t-shirts. Where have you seen that, my geezer? Put the link in the chat. Put the link in the chat. Now, Chelsea Fancast, we know. Stanford Chidge. Yeah? A legend, bruv. Chelsea heritage, bruv. Yeah? I've met Chidge. Yeah? Big up to him. Proper Chelsea, bruv. Yeah? Proper Chelsea. And he's landing it. So if you've got the link to that, put it in the chat. Whoever's got the link to it, put it in the chat, please. Yeah? Everyone, you know what? My platform's here to send a message, yeah? All right. We're here to back our Chelsea, to fight for what's right. I can't stress. I know I've got a lot of old school Chelsea that support this channel. I've got a lot of old school Chelsea, like proper heritage Chelsea, yeah, back in the day. I need you all your pals, everyone, to just be there. Everyone be there. We need to make it so powerful and ruthless, like we were. No surrender. We need to do that. And don't forget, you're going to have the West Ham there as well. It's going to be serious, bruv. All right, you've put the link in the chat. Let me have a butchers. Let's have a quick butchers. While I do that, I want everyone to smash the like button. Respect to everyone. We've got over 300 people in here landing the damn minerals. The likes are piss poor. Let's get the 300 likes straight away. So while we do that, let's land it, guys. Yeah, come on. What are we doing here? Okay, so this is from the Chelsea Fancast website, and it's witty. I like it. It's witty. It says decision, a Clear Lake, an obvious error with VAR. Yeah. So we do it like that. There we go. Lovely jubbly. You can get one of them. Yeah. I think it's personally a little bit too soft. I would like it to be a little bit more punchy, bruv. Yeah. Something like maybe something like that. Because they are the biggest clans in football. So have it right. What are we doing here? This is it, ultras. Telling you. How long have we been landing the minerals for? How long have we been landing it? I want everyone to smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button as well. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, make sure you do. Big up to all my ultras in the chat who are absolutely elite. And everyone needs to show up tomorrow. I will keep saying it. We have to. This is power, bruv. Yeah? Everyone has to be there. This is historical. This is a historical moment. Two rival supporters linking up, uniting. Doesn't happen. Stevie G will tell you that. All the Chelsea will tell you that. Win, lose, or draw. Clear Lake out, Blue Coat out. People don't believe that they can sell. They can sell. If they can sell to each other and buy each other out, they can sell. Because they came in as a whole consortium together collectively. How can you buy off each other and one walks out and sells out? Doesn't make sense. And no billionaire locks themselves in for 10 years not knowing what the future holds. It's delusion at the highest level. What they are implementing and what they've got their minions and directors and board of directors to believe in, and it's Daniel Finkelstein, knowing what football's all about, being a so-called football man. He ain't. He's a brown envelope journalist. What does he know? He ain't a Chelsea supporter. You're telling me this is football? Are you joking me? I'll tell you what this is. This is not Chelsea. I said this. It's Potter's season. Look what I said to everyone. Stood up. This is what I said. This is not Chelsea. Yeah? Well, you think I did that for what? For no reason. I could see it then. It wasn't us. And look now, we're all the way with, what's his name? Enzo Maresca now. We've had Pochettino. Enough is enough. Enough. And it's time to act, ultras. All Chelsea. It's time to act. You know, in Serie A, you've got their ultras are screaming, dictating to the players, the manager there in the ground. They have power. In fact, the management, the owners, and the players, they fear their ultras, their supporters. We don't have that no more. We need to reinstill that. Because the one thing that this ownership are scared of is bad public image. Public image in negative light, being depicted as clowns. Let's have it right. So I want everyone to be together tomorrow. And from tomorrow, it will lead up to bigger and better things. And we will continue to fight. We will continue. We will protest. But I'm telling you now, they are wetting themselves. They're scared. They're worried, Chelsea supporters. They are worried. Because they don't want the PR and the publicity. And tomorrow's a Monday night game. It's the only game. It's televised on Sky Sports. All the media will be there. They already know the protest is happening. And you know when you know it's big? Not only because of the Chelsea Supporters Trust, the fact that the Hammers, the West Ham, have got involved. Have you noticed not one blue tick account, not one blue tick account that I've named on here, ask them, have they retweeted about the protest tomorrow? Con, Pies and Mash, CFC Daily, Alex Goldberg, Chelsea Dodgers, Tom Overs, have you retweeted this tweet? I'm asking you outright. Let me show you so you know what you're looking at. Yeah? I'll even give you the @ I'm even being generous here. Have you retweeted it? Everyone in the chat, go and check. Go and check. Let's see if they've retweeted it. Let's see if they want to push the true narrative. Because if you ain't, you're a disgrace and you're bought. And I don't care if you go to games. And if you pay and are part of the Chelsea Supporters Trust and a member, and you still not retweeting it, you're an embarrassment. So have it right. I stand correct. Yeah? It's how we move. They don't want to lose their benefits. You're absolutely right. What, you think Con CFC sets up a Twitter space with Ben Jacobs and it's just out of the blue that Ben loves him so much that they're best pals all of a sudden? So that Ben can land his scripts, his briefs. Bruv, he reminds me of the geezer in, is it Love Actually? The Welsh geezer that walks around in his fucking briefs. Yeah? The weirdo. Yeah? The skinny little toothpick. Pirouetting for brown envelopes. This is all orchestrated. Like Meatloaf Bowley going in the Twitter space, listening in to all the supporters. Apparently I'm far from reality. Well, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong then, mate. Go on. You've got every opportunity to retweet because the protest is tomorrow. And I'm assuming, Ultras, that they haven't retweeted it. None of the big accounts retweet. I know Eunice retweeted it. Of course he retweeted it. Big up to Dan, my geezer. He says, didn't even get a notification for your live, mate. Yeah, they started. Listen, I already know they're starting with this whole nonsense on my channel because it's powerful. We're powerful on here. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not being egotistical. I'm not arrogant. But we are not one out of the bottle. We are special on here. Because there's no one that speaks the truth that doesn't give a shit and has got nothing to lose on here. Yeah? We've got everything to gain. And we're not bought. We'll never sell out our Chelsea. And we're all together in this. Everyone's together. So please make sure you smash the like button, you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you check you are subscribed as well. Because as you know, I've got proof and evidence that they were unsubscribing my subscribers when we were badly shadow banned and attacked on this channel. And I expect it to come back again. It is what it is. But it's too late. There's no point. Save your reports. Stick with your AI reports, you clowns. Let's have it right. So all I can stress is you stay on my socials. You follow, or you don't even have to follow, but just check my Minerals FC on Twitter and Instagram, and you'll see when I go live. I put it on there. Every single stream and video I put on there. If you haven't even got a notification for my video I did earlier today, it's pinned in the chat. So big up to everyone here. Love to all that support the channel. And I want to bring this up as well. And I want to salute this account on Instagram. Right? This account is London Will Always Be Blue. This account has 319,000 followers on Instagram. And they have landed the damn minerals. And they have posted Clear Lake out, Blue Co out, Bowley out, Ekbali out. Yeah. Oh, and someone's put, are you, admin, are you watching Johnny Minerals? Well, let's have a look. Of course he is. Playing the damn Minerals. So let's have it right. He's pinned that. The message is loud and clear. We want them out. We don't want them at Chelsea. They're not fit to run our football club. They're not fit and healthy to run our football. They're called London Will Always Be Blue Instagram page. So go and follow them. Help them get a 500k, bruv. We got accounts that will push the true narrative. Just like they got all their little minions and brown envelopes. So we will continue to land it. Big up to everyone in here. Tomorrow's going to be epic. If there is any breaking news tonight, I will be back. But before we go, I want to see if there is actually anything right now. There's nothing. So it looks like Chukwemeka's going to go. They've got to sell these players. And what are we going to buy? What are we going to bring in? What you done there, Stevie G? What's this? A GoFundMe. Stevie G's put a GoFundMe. That's jokes, bruv. I don't want it to be a me, though, bruv. I don't want it to be a me. Oh, respect, bruv. Respect. I want Don Roman on there. I want the 2 stars. Minerals FC, no surrender. Come on. Let's have it right. Big up to everyone in here. Land the Minerals. Keep exposing everyone. Yeah? Keep exposing everyone. Bombard everyone. All you ultras, bombard everyone in the comments of everyone. All the brown envelopes. Bombard them. Let's have it right. No surrender mentality. We keep moving. Yeah? Every single one of you. You keep landing the damn Minerals. Love to everyone in here. As always. Up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Trust the protest. Be there tomorrow, 6:30 at Chelsea to team up with West Ham. And respect to everyone in here supporting the channel. And put all your comments and just big up to everyone supporting the channel. I'll leave you with our Don Roman. Let's have it right. And let's have it right. We go. We move. Roman,